Let's improve your English through an engaging story and vocabulary lesson. Part 1. Listen to the story. Relax and enjoy the story. Try to follow along carefully. Story: The Lost Wallet Adventure.
Hi, I'm Jake. Let me share a story about the day I almost lost my wallet. It was a day full of nerves and lessons. It was a bright Saturday morning. I was excited to meet my friend Ella at a cafe. I quickly grabbed my wallet, keys, and phone and dashed out the door. The streets were bustling, and the sunlight felt warm on my face. I was in such a rush that I barely noticed the details around me. My mind focused on meeting Ella. When I got to the cafe, everything seemed fine. I ordered a coffee and reached into my pocket to pay. That's when I froze. My wallet wasn't there. My chest tightened and my mind raced. Did I drop it? Did I leave it at home? Ella noticed my worried face and said,
Don't worry, Jake. Let's think carefully. Maybe we can retrace your steps.
Ella and I started walking back along the path I had taken earlier. We checked the street, the benches, and even the shop I passed by, but the wallet was still missing. Just as I was about to give up, Ella pointed excitedly at a notice board near the cafe.
Jake, look! There's a note about a wallet that someone found!
She exclaimed. My heart lifted a little. Could it really be mine? We hurried back to the cafe, and I approached the barista nervously. Excuse me, I said. Did someone leave a wallet here? The barista smiled and nodded, handing me my wallet.
Someone found this earlier and left it with us,
he said. I let out a deep sigh of relief. Thank you so much, I said, feeling incredibly grateful. Ella laughed and said,
See? A little patience and careful thinking can save the day. The end of the story. Did you enjoy the adventure? Now let's learn some key vocabulary. Part 2. Introduced to vocabulary. Let's explore the words and phrases from the story.
Vocabulary 1. Dashed out. Meaning: to leave quickly and hurriedly, often with a sense of urgency or excitement. Example sentence: Wendy dashed out of the house when she realized she was late for her appointment. Vocabulary 2. Bustling. Meaning: describes a place or situation that is full of activity, energy, and people. It's often used to show that a place is busy and lively, usually in a positive way. Example sentence: the bustling streets of the city were filled with people hurrying to work, street vendors selling food, and tourists taking pictures. Vocabulary 3. Chest tightened. Meaning: refers to a physical feeling when someone becomes anxious, worried, or nervous. It's often used to describe the discomfort or pressure you feel in your chest when something worries you deeply. Example sentence: his chest tightened as he waited for the call that would determine if he got the job. Vocabulary 4. Retrace. Meaning: to go back over something, like a path or a series of actions, in order to find something lost or to remember something clearly. Example sentence: after losing his keys, Mark retraced his steps, hoping to find them in the park where he'd been earlier. Vocabulary 5. Exclaimed. Meaning: to speak loudly or passionately, usually out of excitement, surprise, or strong emotion. It's a more expressive way of saying something than just said. Example sentence: I can't believe we made it, Sam exclaimed, his face lighting up with excitement. Vocabulary 6. Heart lifted. Meaning: refers to the uplifting feeling of happiness or relief, often after a period of worry or fear. It's the sense of emotional lightness that comes from good news or a positive change in a situation. Example sentence: his heart lifted when he heard that his friend had recovered after the surgery and was doing well.
That's the end of the vocabulary lesson. Practice these words and use them in your daily life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.